Welcome back to my channel, WinterMotors. My name is Sean Winter, your friendly neighborhood outlaw. And today I'm going to try to finally hook up the ditch light that is on my bike. I managed to scrape together the money to buy the parts that I need, finally. After a long time in lockdown and no income, it was, well, I got the parts now, whatever, let's not talk about that. If you haven't watched my latest videos, this is the ditch light that I got on. It's an old headlight from a motorcycle, but I repurposed it and put it up as a ditch light, like I like to call it. But it's not hooked up at the moment, it's just like, I just taped it on there so this wouldn't be flopping around when I drive. I've only had one chance to drive with this on, so like it wouldn't have been a big problem. I wouldn't have needed to tape that up, but anyway. I'm going to try my best to make that light shine. Now my idea is to just plug something straight into this cable. I have a button, I have a fused wire, everything, and I'm gonna run it straight into the battery. Now, the light is on this side of the bike, the right hand side, and the battery is on the left hand side. So I have to run it all the way through, past the tank, like under the tank, and to there. I don't really know how to do this, but I'm gonna figure it out. It's not like it's that far from the battery to the light, but it's just would have been easier if it was on the right side, but I didn't think that far when I hooked the light on. So yeah, let's just get to it. Alright, we got the battery exposed. Now comes the wiring, I guess. Just a quick dropping in here. If you want to do something similar and you want to plug up a plug to your bike, make sure that the thing that comes from the battery goes into the off, and the thing that comes out of the battery goes out of the on. Because here the power comes in, now it's off, and then you want it to come out and you flip it to on, and then it continues to the light. So if you have it the opposite way, it's not a big deal. It's just that then your markings on your buttons won't make sense. That's the only thing, so it's not a big deal, but if you want it done right, then do it like that. Okay, for the next part I need to take the tank off. Well, I don't have to take the tank off, but if I want my wires to be neat in any way, the tank needs to come off. So I'm not going to take it all the way off. I think I'm just going to like lift it so I can get under there. Now, if you want to do something similar and want to do wiring, then it depends on what bike you have. Like, this is a rat bike, you don't need the wiring to be nice. But I want to keep it off the engine block so that the wire doesn't melt. That's the only reason I'm doing this, to be completely honest. Okay, so the red wires are on. That's the ones that will lead the power, or the plus wires basically. I have to now run the minus wire, which is the black. Which is fairly simple. We just run that back to the battery, and that's it. So I'm gonna do that now, and then I'm gonna test it. It's not all fit up, obviously, so I need to test it, see if it works, and then I'll have to fit it like I want it, like the final fit up. This might be an epic failure, but if it works on the first try, I'll be very happy with myself. So let's see. Now, yeah, fucking hell, man! I did it on the first fucking try, man. I'm proud of myself. I'm very proud of myself. All right, I'm very happy with that. That was easier than I thought it would be, and I succeeded on the first try. I mean, That's not every day. I cleaned up the cables a little bit and put the button in a cool place, so I made it all neat now, put the bike all back together, so let me show what it looks like. So here's what we got. That beer bottle is not supposed to be there. The light obviously is here on the end bits. Cables go up here into the bike, underneath hooked on some cables, just easy, nothing major. And this cable here is not where it's supposed to be. Working down, I have the button sitting right here where there was a hole before. I just like sanded down the button instead of sanding down the entire, like the inside there, because I don't have anything to do it with, so that's why. Light on, light off. Then on the other side, all the remnants you can see of this is this wire right here that now you can't see it anymore, and everything else is just hidden behind here, and everything. So it's not a perfect job. Actually, here you can see the wires, but you know, it's not a perfect job, but it's not a perfect bike. So ditch light hooked up. Happy with that. Next on the agenda is to make my new front fairing fit. This is a fairing I made myself. I'm calling it the Decapitator for obvious reasons. If it isn't obvious, then you will see when it's on. But yeah, well, I will have to make it fit. This is a completely custom part. Like I said, I made it myself. Now, if it wasn't obvious before, is it obvious now why it's called a Decapitator fairing? But it looks pretty cool. Hides some more shitty chrome that I don't like. Here's future me, just with a quick update. I cut down the Decapitator fairing and I beveled the edges. My good friend Adami gave me the idea to bevel the edges and to cut it down a little bit, because it was a little bit too tall, but he pointed it out and it made sense. So now it looks way better. It's hard to see on this camera, but the beveled edges and it chopped down makes it look way better. And I also rolled the edge, so now it's less chance of decapitation, but it's still the Decapitator fairing. And Nick, you're probably thinking, oh Sean, you're such a stupid Ausländer, that's totally illegal in Germany. But mate, I know, and I don't fucking care. Alright, so today's modification jobs are done. There is some small things I want to do, but I don't have the equipment for that, so that's for another day. This is a project that I'm not doing in a day. This is a project that I'm doing over time. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any update on this bike. Soon I'm going to make a video which is like my Triumph America 1 year later, because the video that I originally made about my Triumph America, which is one of my most popular videos on this channel, is soon a year old. So it's only due to talk about what have I done and what has happened to the Triumph. So that video is coming soon, so also subscribe so you don't miss that. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching another video here at WinterMotors. My name is Sean Winter, your friendly neighborhood outlaw. And until next time, where's my beer? Bye-bye.